Hey guys, it's the Unsmooth Criminal, and this is the 550 sub special. So I'm doing Sis, I'm doing Roman, I'm doing myself, and I'm doing the Smooth Pedestrian for this special. And the Smooth Pedestrian's Kaminari's brother. Sis is Mina's sister, and Roman Mina is Mina. But Mina is now a guy in this one. And I am just a random dude on the street. So let's go into all their quirks. Mina's quirk, acid still. He is still pink, but he has a side effect of wanting to ship everybody with someone. Roman Sis on Discord, that's her name. Her quirk is called Queen of Hell. She can do anything that a devil from hell can do. Not a demon, not a succubus, not any other high-ranking demons, a devil. So fire control, size manipulation. She has a... Oh, and by the way, everybody in the story is a Nico except for me. I'm not a Nico. She has fire manipulation. She has a pact ability. And hers is her downside. You might hate this, sis, but your downside is that you don't know who your family is. You're lost mentally and almost physically sometimes. And Kaminari's brother, they're twins, obviously. You're addicted to dogs. You're a cat that likes dogs. Oh, and you have high voltage. You don't have electricity like Kaminari, you have high voltage. You can absorb and power things up with electricity. You're basically a battery. So you don't have the side effect of going duh, like Kaminari does, but you do still have a side effect. You like dogs. And for me, mine is called the Unsmooth Criminal. That is my quirk's name. And my quirk is I get to steal whatever the hell I want. I just need to be an idiot to do it. And the downside, I'm an idiot. So you'll see what I'm talking about. So we all go to the same elementary school. We are separated for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I like that hat that Mina's wearing. I act like an idiot. I make a distraction and the hat goes into my locker. Later that day, I take the hat out of my locker and I start wearing it. Mina then comes and punches me in the face. Because I was an idiot and started wearing it when Mina was supposed to forget she had it. Or he had it. Originally. So, Mina yells at me and asks for me to stop doing what I do. And I go, no. And he goes, yes. I go, no. I go, yes. And then he goes, no. And he goes, shit. And I go, yes. And then Roman Sis walks up and says, what you guys doing? And she just wants friends because she feels lonely sometimes. And I go, I'm stealing shit. And she goes, you're funny. And I go, no, I literally am stealing shit. I just stole his wallet and I took the $1 out of it. I stole her wallet. It had nothing in it. And I stole that person's wallet over there. It had a coin in it. And I reached into my back pocket and I got it. Like, I'm an idiot. And Roman sits just like, you're a fucking dumbass. And the Smooth Pedestrian walks over and goes, Um, I overheard you. You stole my coin. Can I please have my lucky coin back? And Mina takes it and goes, this is a lucky coin. And he's like, I bet you $1 I'm going to fail this. And he coin flips and he fails the coin flip and he says, see, it's unlucky. And I start laughing my ass off, being like, no, you just need to stop stealing our luck. Because you just said you would fail it, and you did. So now you have to pay him. So we become friends, and we're good friends. Bakugo tries to bully us. I just steal some of his stuff and then say, oh, you missed this? I just toss it off the roof. And Izuku's not in this one, sadly. No. He's quirkless. He'll stay quirkless. And all the way up through middle school, we're friends. We were the pack of idiots that everybody calls the corner crew. And everybody's like, don't go near the corner crew. They're idiots. They'll distract you and maybe steal some of your stuff. And everybody's like, what do you mean they'll steal some of your stuff? And they point at me and say, his quirk is called the unsmooth criminal, and he has to be an idiot to steal stuff. And sometimes he even tells you what he's stealing, and then he steals it. And they're all showing them some videos of him doing so, and they're like, oh, God. And you guys are just talking to me, being idiots with me, and I say, I'm going to UA. And they're like, and you guys are like, yeah, no, you're not. You're not going to get in. I'm like, what do you mean? Why am I not going to be able to get in? You can get in. You got acid, you're a cat, and you're pink. I look at Sis, and I go, you're literally a demon cat, and it's kind of cool. Then I look at the smooth pedestrian. And I go, your brother's an idiot and he's going to get in. So how can I not get in? I just need to distract the robots and steal their power core. Duh. I'm like, how the fuck are you so smart when you're stupid? I go, yes. And all of them just facepalm. Like, you're an idiot. I go, yeah, that's my quirk. So, it's a 10-month training arc, and I'm currently training my ass off, trying to get in shape, and I haven't seen you guys in 10 months, and then I walk into the UA building, and all of a sudden, I get sucker punched in the face by someone random. And I didn't recognize this person at first until I saw their pink hair and pink skin, and like, oh, Mina! And he's like, yeah, you forgot to fucking contact us. I go, oh, I kind of didn't have my, I stutter on my words, and I mess up on my words, and he's like, you're still a fucking idiot. Did you study? And I go, nope. And he goes, fucking Christ. Why didn't you study? I go, I don't need to study. You know what my quirk is, right? And he goes, yeah, the unsmooth criminal. I go, yeah. I can just steal a smart person's paper. Duh. And he goes, this is a quirk canceling room. You can't use your quirk in here. And I go, try me, bitch. And he goes, what'd you fucking call me? I go, you heard me. Then how did I steal the hat off your head? I just put the hat on my head. And he goes, the fuck? I go, yeah, my quirk is kind of a mutation. He goes, how is it a mutation? I go, I've been dropped on my head multiple times and nothing's happened. My skull hasn't cracked, broken. My skeleton is actually made out of metal. That's the mutation. I'm heavier than an average person. I pull up my shirt, and no matter how hard I train, I can't get fucking 6-pack. And he goes, ha ha. That sucks though. I go, yeah. But I made a living off of that thing called Tube U. and I somehow got enough money to live off of it. I don't know how. It's strange, but I somehow did, and now I have 550 subscribers, and they somehow like my content. They love me rambling into the microphone, just being an idiot. And he's like, that's not enough subscribers to get money. And I go, yeah, it is. And he goes, no, you didn't. And I go, they don't know that. And he goes, you fucking idiot. And I go, yeah, but I'm smart sometimes. He goes, yeah, but you're still a dumbass. And I go, yeah. Have you seen Sis? And he goes, yeah. She's sitting at the seats. And so he takes me over to the seats and says, okay, Sis, we're here. And so she pats the seats next to her. We sit next to her. We do the test. And next thing that happens is it's the practical exam. And I get to the door right when it opens. And I'm like, fucking Christ. Everybody sees me and is like, you're late. You don't deserve. I'm like, I don't deserve. And how the fuck do I have this power core and this one? And I just keep pulling power cores from behind my back. I had a backpack on my back. That's how I use my quirk. I have to put it in somewhere that is my property. So I just keep pulling power cores out of my backpack, and these robots are just falling. They're just falling. And Nezu sees this and is like, the fuck is going on? The robots are being distracted and all of a sudden turning off. And Power Loader's looking and all of a sudden says, all the robots that are falling are losing their power. I'll be right back. I pull one more power core out of my back and I go, that's 30 power cores I've just pulled out of my backpack using my quirk on those robots. So I'm done with the test because I got enough points to be in the hero course. So I'm going to take a nap. So I lay down and I close my eyes, but I'm like, fuck, I forgot. Sun's out. I can't take a nap. Fuck, I hate this part of my... Fuck. I just keep saying fuck constantly, and Mina walks up to me and says, so how many did you get? I go, I got 30, and he goes, the fuck? I only have 10 so far. And I go, yeah, your acid also takes a while to burn through stuff. I just steal their power core and they're down. He goes, true. You want to hang out? And I go, how many have you killed again? He goes, 10 of the 3-pointers. I go, so you got to kill, what was it? 10 more 3-pointers and then you're good. And he goes, how do you know? And I go, I never told you guys this, but I'm a math whiz. Yeah, no matter what kind of math problem you give me, as long as there's no letters in it, I'm perfectly fine. English is what I'm stupid at. Or Japanese is actually because I'm in Japan. And he goes, okay, next question. How the fuck did you get here so fast? And I go, I got here late, actually. I'm a fat ass. I'm slow. Can't do shit. And he goes, yeah, we know. So how the hell did you get here in time to actually finish? And I go, I kind of stole some keys and got on a go-kart. Or a golf cart. And he goes, you did what? And I go, yeah, they're about to figure that out in 3, 2, 1. The unsmooth criminal, we require you at the main office. And I go, exactly. So, see ya. I hop on the go-kart. I start leaving. And I get to the main office, and Nezu, who sees me and greets me, and I say, oh, hi, aren't you the president? Or, not president. What is your job title? And he goes, principal. I go, yeah, that thing. Aren't you the principal of this school? And he goes, yeah. I go, you really need to up your security. He goes, why? Because you could just pull out documents from the file room like this. And he goes, the fuck? And I go, yeah, you really need to up your security. I'm sorry. He goes, sure. And I go, oh, yeah, by the way, my quirk isn't affected by quirk canceling, so that's why I kind of can do it. He goes, oh, okay, so normal quirks can be affected. And I go, I don't know. It may help if you put this lining back on the the file containers. And he goes, can you please stop? And I go, yeah, sorry. I just like making an idiot of myself. And he goes, I can see that. So what's the name of your quirk? And I go, the name of my quirk is the Unsmooth Criminal. And I just have to be an idiot, and the items come to me. If I want them, I get them. I know exactly where they come from. I know who had what amount of this item. And he goes, okay, so if I asked you to get me Power Loader's Power Gauntlet, and without him noticing, I would say, oh, I just have to distract him. He calls Power Loader into his office and says, Power Loader, he needs to show you something. I pull out a jar of dirt, and I go, I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. And Power Loader is like, the fuck are you making me listen to? And I just keep doing that. I got a jar of dirt. And I go into my backpack, I pull out the gauntlet and go, here you go. And Power Loader goes, that's one of my gauntlets. And he pulls up his left hand, it was his left gauntlet. He's like, what the fuck? And I go, hi. I got a jar of dirt. I start laughing my ass off, and Nez is like, okay, that's strange. And I go, no, it's not. I've been an idiot since I was born. When it comes to English or any other language, I'm an idiot. But when it comes to math, you give me a math equation, I can solve it. And he goes, okay, what's the square root of 2? I go, the square root of 2 is a decimal point, and I prefer not to go into the millionths of places behind the decimal. So, yeah, no. And he goes, I understand. What's 1 plus 1? I go, there's 2 answers. There's 2, and then there's window. And he goes, what do you mean window? And the next question I'm not going to answer completely. And I'm looking for the other answer to this question. And I go, okay, so it's 1. Draw it in the air with me. And he draws it. He draws a 1. And you attach the plus. And you draw the plus. And then you draw the other one on the other side of the plus. And then you draw the equals on the top and bottom of the thing. And you show a window. And he goes, okay, what's 2 times 2? And I go, there's 2 answers. One is 4 and the other is blank. If you guys could figure out what the other answer is, I'll give you 1,000 points on Discord, and I'll put the Discord link in the description. So hopefully you guys get it. So, what is it? Nezu's okay. So you're in class 1A, and oh, was that pink guy your friend? I go, yeah. My friends are Mina, Roman Sis, and the smooth pedestrian. I almost said Pomeranian. We don't allow dogs in Discord, so if you have a dog name, I'm immediately changing it. We don't allow dogs in Discord. We only allow Nikos. So, currently with the other students that are trying, someone's yelling for help. And Mina sees this and runs over and is starting to melt the rubble. And Hell Nico runs over and lifts the rubble up and helps the other person, has Mina help the other person out. And the smooth pedestrian runs over to the 0-pointer and starts overloading the power core with energy. Because you're a limitless battery, actually. So, yeah. And you guys worked in such a good synchrony that Aizawa goes, I don't care what their points are, just send them into my class. And they're like, okay, we kind of can't do anything because Nezu's here. So he goes, I don't care. Remember, I'm the leader of the teachers. I own the teachers and I pay the teachers. And they go, oh yeah, we kind of can't disobey you. So yeah, sure, we'll put them in your class. And he goes, good. So Nezu gets back and says, you got a guaranteed student in your class. And he goes, okay, who? And he says, the unsmooth criminal. And Aizawa goes, why? And Nezu shows the video I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. I guess what's inside it. And he goes, and 3, 2, 1. I think you're missing your scarf, by the way, Aizawa. And Aizawa goes, what do you mean? And he looks down and he doesn't see his scarf or his goggles. And I walk into the room behind Nezu and go, I got a jar of dirt. Guess what's inside it? And Aizawa goes, you fucking didn't. I go, no, I didn't put it in there. I did put your wallet in here, though. Oh, here's your goggles and scarf. And he goes, thank you. Now give me my wallet back. I go, here's the jar of dirt. You got a jar of dirt. You got a jar of dirt. I just keep acting like an idiot, and Midnight is laughing her ass off. Mike is laughing his ass off. Everybody's laughing their ass off at an idiotic man who just stole Aizawa's stuff without even trying. And everybody's like, what the fuck are you? And I go, I'm the unsmooth criminal. I steal stuff. Well, I kind of have to steal stuff. That's my quirk. But I steal stuff by being an idiot. So we go a week, and it's the letters. And I get my letter from Nezu saying that, welcome to Your Hero Academia. And everybody else gets their letter from All Might saying, welcome to Your Hero Academia. And he says what class we're in. And I walk into the classroom, and I pull out the jar of dirt and put it on the table. And one person walks in who's a movie geek, and it's Kaminari. He walks in and he goes, so you actually are him. I go, who are you? And he walks up and goes, I'm the Unsmooth Pedestrian's twin brother. I go, oh, yeah, I don't know you. He goes, makes sense. I'll be right. Hi, Leo. I'm back, by the way. And so I'm talking to Kaminari, and the Unsmooth Pedestrian walks in and says, hey. I go, hey. I got a jar of dirt. And he's like, fucking stop. I go, but, it's funny. And he goes, I know it's funny, but you're going to try to steal something again, aren't you? And I go, maybe not. And he goes, then don't do it. Come on, Jack. In. So he goes, how are your 2 cats doing? I go, I kind of have 5 cats because I kind of have to take care of you guys because they're my friends, but my 2 cats at home are being assholes sometimes, and one of them is so needy and wants attention all the fucking goddamn time, and the other one is just a annoyance. But he's not as big of an annoyance as the other one. And he goes, Jack is the annoyance? And he goes, yeah. Leo's the asshole who wants attention all the goddamn time. He goes, yeah, makes sense. So, let's start class. And I go, okay. So I start writing on a piece of paper. And he goes, what are you doing? I go, I'm planning my next what if so I can entertain some more people on YouTube. And he goes, don't steal from them. I say, I haven't stolen from them at all. They're the idiots who watch me. But I'm also the biggest idiot, and I don't know why they watch me, but they apparently say I'm funny and I make good content. And the Smooth Pedestrian goes, ha 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 ha, oh, you're funny. Please don't quit your day job. I go, I don't got a job. He goes, yeah, right. Please don't attempt to get a job either. You're just going to hold us back. And I go, hey, I'm being a hero. So yeah. And he goes, true. What about, I go, what about Roman Sis and, Mina? And he goes, well, I saw Mina. I don't know about Roman Sis. And all of a sudden, I hear a boom from outside. And I look out the window and I see Roman Sis and Mina fighting and arguing. And Roman Sis is throwing fireballs at a target, trying not to blow Mina up. And Mina is just saying, just yelling back, saying the same thing he constantly says. And yes, I'm going to do it now. That they're family, they got to stick together. And she goes, I don't know who my family are, and I don't think you're my family. You look nothing like me. And they start yelling back and forth, and she just keeps throwing fireballs at a target. And I walk out there and go, I got a jar of dirt. And they go, shut up at the same time. I go, fuck. At least I got your attention. And they go, fuck off at the exact same time again. I go, hey, calm down. We're all friends here, aren't we? And Mina goes, you guys are friends. We're family. And I go, well, technically we're the corner crew and we're all family together, but yeah. And Roman Sis goes, true, we are the corner crew family. And Mina goes, yeah. And he walks up to me and goes, but me and Sis are actually sister and brother. I go, oh, no. It's not like I already knew that. And they go, what? I go, yeah. I kind of stole everybody's birth certificates. Yours says Mina Ashido, and yours is Roman Ashido. And they're like, what? I go, yeah. I kind of knew everybody's families immediately. Is that wrong? And they go, it's hella fucking wrong. Give us back the birth certificate. I go, okay. I open the jar of dirt and I pull a few pieces of paper out. I go, here you go. And I go, you really need to put that jar of dirt down. I go, no, my jar of dirt. And Sis goes, have you seen that movie yet? And I go, what movie? And she goes, Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp. It's the goddamn best pirate I've ever seen. And he goes, so it seems. So it seems. So everybody everybody's just working, and I finally coaxed them back into the classroom, and Aizawa goes, you're fucking late. I go, no. Look, I already marked the attendance sheet because they were blowing up the school before I kind of left the class. He goes, fine, both of you are fucking late. The rest of y'all aren't. Get outside. And I go, but why? And he goes, either that or I'll shove your jar of dirt so far down your throat you'll never be able to get anything out of it again. I go, fine. And he goes, no jar of dirt out on the field. I go, fine. So I grab my backpack. I put it on. I get the PE clothes on. I walk out to the PE field and I stand in line waiting for my turn. It's my turn and I throw the ball. And I reach into my backpack and he says, if you pull out a goddamn jar of dirt, I'm going to shove it up your ass. And I go, I'm not pulling out a jar of dirt. I pull out a bowl of dirt. I got a bowl of dirt. And everybody's like, the fuck is his problem with dirt? And Aizawa goes, if you continue fucking singing that dumbass song, I'm going to shove every kind of dirt object you have in your ass so far up you're coughing up dirt the rest of your life. And I go, fine. I put the bowl of dirt back in my backpack and I continue on with the exercises. I'm slow as fuck. I'm lazy as fuck. I'm strong as fuck though. On the weight scale, I broke it. What else? Mina, fit. Roman Sis, fit. The smooth pedestrian, average. So it goes. I'm behind Mineta. And everybody looks at me and goes, the fuck? Why are you so fat? I'm not fat. I got a beer gut and my skeleton is made out of metal because of my mutation. Aizawa goes, I can attest to that. We had him go through a metal detector and it kind of went off. And they go, like Wolverine when he has adamantine claws? I go, kind of. But I have a steel skeleton, and I have to have a blood transfusion. I can't make my own blood. That's my. Well, actually, you know what? I lied. I do make my own blood. It's just very, very, very slow. But it's really hard to hurt me. My skin's extra thick. And Mina walks up to me and punches me in the head. And your skull! I go, yeah. And did you want something else, Mina? And he goes, fucking Christ. And so we go to the heroes versus villains. And it's Bakugo Katsuki and Todoroki versus me and... Who else? Ooh. It's me and Hagakure. She has the Cheshire Cat quirk. And we're coming up with a plan. I say, I got a plan for Bakugo. You need to take care of Todoroki. And she goes, okay. I go, I'm going to show him exactly what he forgot about the last 10 months. And I walk right into the building, and he's like, oh, God, not you again. And I go, hey, I got a jar of dirt. And I do that song again. Hagakure starts laughing, and she walks by Bakugo, and Bakugo goes, shut the fuck up, asshole, and tries to blow me up. I just keep dodging barely, and I keep yelling, I got a jar of dirt. And he finally puts his arms down outside of his vision, and he is like, fine. And he looks for the pins. I go, haha, guess what's inside it? And this is a big, big, big jar. It's not the normal, everyday household jar that's maybe like 8-ish inches tall, maybe 3 inches wide. No, this is like 3 foot tall, 2 foot wide jar. And I open up the jar, I go, hey, I pull the pin on him, because his skin's tough enough to take it. And he gets sent flying into a wall. I'm like, that was fun. I throw it at him, like, Jesus Christ, how do you deal with that? I lean back, I pop my entire spine back into place. I go, that's better. I just pick up the jar of dirt, put it on my back. It's like a gourd for Gaara. And I say, hey, Hagakure, you finished Todoroki off? And she goes, yeah, he shit himself. I go, you're my favorite person in class now. And she goes, what? I go, yeah. The only person that beats you is Sis, because she kind of is a sister to me, so. And she goes, I can understand that. I go, yeah. So, you ready to go touch the bomb? And she goes, yeah. So, I go up there and I don't just touch the bomb, I punch the bomb. I'm like, hey. And Aizaga, or All Might goes, we had a live explosive in there. If you punched it, it would have blown up. And I go, no. I pull out the jar of dirt. I pull out the plastic explosive with the detonating cap separate. I go, see, I didn't. And he goes, Jesus Christ, he's overpowered. And I go, I'm not overpowered. I'm just stupid. And Mina and Hell Sis and the Smooth Pedestrian are all laughing their ass off because I just showed my extremely overpowered power and the stupidity of me. So, though everybody in class is like, the fuck is he? I walk into the observation room and I go, so, how's my showing of power? Power! And they're like, who the fuck says power? I go, oh, I steal lines from other people too. Power! And Aizawa goes, oh God, you didn't. I go, yeah, I kind of stole Mirio's power line. It was a little annoying when I heard it, but when I say it, it's perfectly fine. So I'm gonna give it back to him in a day. See if he'll stop. Because I also gave Tom a Kiva power line, so. And All Might goes, okay. Back on topic. So they finish up. Mina wins. Roman Sis wins. The Smooth Pedestrian wins barely. And it's now time for the USJ. And Aizawa has gotten permission from Nezu to allow me to protect the children if needed. And all the strong kids are allowed to protect the children if needed. But they're also told that if you see an opening, run. So the attack goes like cannon. They're like, we're here to kill All Might. I'm like, you alone? I start laughing my ass off. Mina starts to chuckle, and then he starts laughing his ass off. Roman Sis started laughing her ass off after Mina, then the Smooth Pedestrian. And all four of us are laughing our asses off, and then he's like, stop laughing, you impudent brats. I'm like, damn, big word from Scary Man. Ooh. And he starts getting pissed. He starts scratching and goes, okay, I'll show you. Kuryu, bring out the Nomu. And he brings out the Nomu. I'm like, oh, is that thing alive? And he goes, hell no. I'm like, okay. I pull off the jar dirt. I'm like, I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. And Shigaraki's like, Nomu, kill him. And the Nomu just falls flat. And guess what's inside it? And Mina kicks me in the balls, being like, the fuck? Stop with that dumb song. I'm like, it's a catchy song. And ow, that fucking hurt. He goes, I know, that's the only way I can get you to stop. So I walk down there, I open the jar, and I show a brain. I go, yeah, you said it wasn't alive, so I stole its brain. I put it back in the jar, I shut the jar, and I lock it. And he goes, everybody, sick 'em. And everybody's like, where the fuck are our quirks? Because all the mutation people lost their mutations, and all the quirked people lost their quirks. And they try to activate their quirks, like, where the fuck is our quirks? I'm like, oh, you looking for these? And I just pull out a few grains of sand, and I start sprinkling it into the jar. And there's like 500 grains of sand still on my finger, because there is a shit ton of villains. I go, oh, these? I eat the sand. And Mina, Roman Sis, and the Smooth Pedestrian are like, the fuck is he doing? And all of a sudden, I yell out in pain, and all of a sudden, every single thing that the opponents had as their quirks grow onto me. I look like an abomination right now. And they're like, the fuck is that? And I go, I got a jar of dirt. And my voice is deep because I grew in size. And they're like, oh fucking Christ, we can't fight that. And they all run back into the portal that's open, and Kurgi's like, young master, we must leave. And I go, oh, Shigaraki, Tomura Shigaraki. And I'm still in deep voice. And he goes, the fuck you want? I go, I'm gonna keep that name in mind when I come and get you. And they leave, and they're scared shitless. And I'm like, oh my God, that fucking hurt. And everybody looks at me, and I go, look away for a second. I need to do something. And they're like, okay. And Mina goes, oh crap, do we need to do that thing? And he goes, and I go, yeah, show them. And they show them a video of me being an idiot for an hour. And that hour allows me to get rid of all the mutation quirks that I've had. So I go back to normal size. And the only quirks I have are some hardening quirks, some regeneration quirks, and some fire and lightning quirks. And I have gills still, because I took the gills from that one guy on the water zone. So, I walk up to the main area and I go, so, you guys think my power is weak again? And they all look at me and go, you're a fucking monster. I go, no, I'm not. I'm a human. And I need a nap. Isaac, can I borrow your sleeping bag? And he goes, no. I go, too late. I get in the sleeping bag. I'm like, this is warm. I flop down and go, hey, Mina. Can you take my jar of dirt? I pass out. And he goes, fucking fine. Jesus Christ. So we get back to the the school grounds, and everybody's like, okay, he is over fucking powered. I'm still in Aizawa's sleeping bag. Aizawa's tried to take me out of it, and every time he gets near me, he gets a zap from the sleeping bag. And Aizawa's like, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm gonna need to get him a new one. And so he walks over to the support course and asks, can you give me a new sleeping bag? And they're like, what happened to your old one? And it's like, it's a custom order. There's a man bigger than me that needs a sleeping bag, and it needs to be blue. And the support course goes, sure, anything special? And he goes, make it exactly like my sleeping bag, just bigger. And I go, okay, okay. And a Roman sis says, I could actually give you some of my fur, which is a lot softer than normal fluff, to put in your sleeping bag so you can sleep better, and hopefully it heals your dry eye. And he goes, oh, really? And she goes, yeah. And he would have started crying anime tears if he didn't have chronic dry eye. And he goes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so she starts combing herself with a comb that she has in her backpack, and she gives the extra hair to the support course and says, I will keep giving you it until it's done. And they go, okay. So a month later, I get my sleeping bag. Aizawa gets a new sleeping bag that is black instead of yellow. And we are at the sports festival. And I am told to sit out at the sports festival. And I go, no. I will steal a ticket into the sports festival. I'm not sitting out on the sports festival. And they go, oh, no. You misunderstand us. We're not telling you to stay away from the sports festival. We're telling you to not participate in the sports festival. And I go, that's fine with me. I'm probably just going to lose in the first obstacle anyway. And I go, what do you mean? And I go, I know that you rigged the wheel to go obstacle race, then cavalry battle, then 1v1s. So I kind of want to fight in the 1v1s, but with what I think is going to happen, I don't want to. And they're like, okay. And they're like, okay, so you're the valedictorian for this school's hero course. So I'm like, the fuck? I have the worst grade out of everybody in class. I have barely passing D's, and I'm the valedictorian. How the fuck does that work? And they go, we don't know. I go, exactly. So you can go away with that and leave me alone. And I'm just going to sit in the stand and waiting for everybody. So we're going to just skip because Mina gets to the cavalry battle, then gets to the 1v1s. Mina goes against Aoyama again. Roman Sis replaces Izuku, and the pedestrian, the smooth pedestrian, replaces Momo. And the smooth pedestrian can overload people with electricity. The smooth pedestrian just has to touch them. Okay. So everybody is currently fighting, and I'm gonna have to fix that. But everybody's currently fighting, and I'm just watching, and all of a sudden there's a big boom outside. And I'm like, oh crap, I think he's mad. And I had an earpiece on with Aizawa in the mic, being like, who? And he's like, how'd you get a microphone? I'm like, I kind of stole it while you guys are interrogating me, telling me not to be in the sports festival. I stole it so I could be on this frequency because I've had a bad feeling that something was going to happen. And he goes, so who's mad? I go, probably the master of Shigaraki. And he goes, I thought Shigaraki was the master. And I go, when there's a young master, there's probably also an old master, if the old master's not already dead. So I'm guessing it's the old master and Shigaraki both. And he goes, okay, who's the old master? And I go, I don't know. Why don't you ask All Might? I think he might know. And Aizawa goes, okay. So he pulls All Might into the call and says, okay, All Might, who's the man outside of the stadium? And he goes, I don't know. And All Might gets a ding on his phone and it shows a picture. He's like, why the fuck is All For One here? I go, ooh, I want that quirk. I leave the stands as fast as I possibly can, and All For One sees me, and he goes, you! And I go, hi! I pull a jar of dirt out of my backpack, and Shigaraki goes, Master, cover your ears. He's about to say something. And he goes, I'm unaffected by all quirks. You forget that, don't you? And he goes, even though he still can affect you. And he goes, bullcrap. I just go, I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. And Shigaraki's like, oh god, that song again. And Kurogiri falls down and I go, oh, so he was also a Nomu. Okay. I pull out the brain. I go, that's not what I'm looking for. And I dig around through the dirt a little and I pull out one grain of sand in particular. I go, ooh. I eat the grain of sand. And he's like, Master, you lost your quirk. And he goes, I haven't lost. The fuck? I lost it. I go, yeah, thank you. He goes, I will kill you. And I go, that would give you your quirk back, but it's also impossible to do because I kind of have 30 regeneration quirks, 2 hardening quirks, and your quirk now. So if you come and touch me at all, I will take your quirks and yeah. And Mount Lady's looking at me like, what the fuck is he doing? Because I was dancing with a jar of dirt, and they didn't hear what I was saying. Mount Lady, Death Arm, and then Kamui Woods is like, what the fuck is he doing? Aizawa runs out and says, Mount Lady, get out of here. Kamui Woods, make sure everybody stays in the stadium. Death Arms, evacuate the premises of everybody else. And they do that because they respect Aizawa, and I keep talking to All For One, and he goes, you piece of shit. And he tries to attack me. I go, nope. And he's like, how the fuck are you evading? I'm like, I kind of borrowed an engine quirk from one of my friends. And he sees engines on my legs. I go, thank you, Ida. And Ida feels a chill down his spine because he feels like somebody scary is talking about him. And and we continue fighting for a while, and all of a sudden, All For One's like, screw this, I'm leaving. And he just teleports away with Shigaraki. Not even carrying Kurogiri's on the ground. And Aizawa runs up to me and goes, Prom Child, what are you doing? I go, I was doing stuff, and I kind of wanted a animal quirk. And, yeah. And he goes, what kind of animal quirk? And I go, I kind of wanted a panther style quirk, but he didn't have a panther style quirk, so I just took the shadow manipulation he had, and I kind of took a few other quirks, but I mainly took his All For One quirk, and, what else? And Mina's running out being like, dude, what the fuck? And everybody else runs out and be like, what's going on? And Aizawa goes to the microphone that he had in his pocket, and he says to the audience, the problem has been solved. Everybody, we will refund your tickets. The sports festival will resume next week. So we go back to class, and they have the dorm system set up, because duh, why wouldn't they? And we walk into the dorms, and I go, I'm tired. I get into my sleeping bag. I'm like, Mina, can you roll me to my room? And he goes, I can't do shit. You're too big. I'm going, oh, yeah. So my sleeping bag was made with a little bit of my hair, so it can't be affected, but I can affect my... I can use my quirk in my sleeping bag. Okay. And at this point, I've given Hell, or Roman Sis, a few quirks. I've given Mina another quirk, and I've given the Smooth Pedestrian a quirk. I gave the Smooth Pedestrian the ability to control the electricity he has in his body. I gave Mina the ability to squirt a pressurized stream of acid, and I gave Roman Sis the ability to transform into a kitty cat. And so the sports festival continues. Everybody's done. The sports festival goes to canon, but this time Roman wins first place, Sis wins second, and the third is the Smooth Pedestrian. And everybody is cheering for them, and All Might goes, ha ha, I am here. And I appear next to him and go, I'm here too. And All Might punches me going, we don't care, and you can't say shit because it'll activate your quirk, so go away. And I go, that was rude, and I just walk away. I walk up to Ida, I'm like, I'm sorry. I stab myself in the heart, I flatline for a second, and Ida gets his quirk back. And I still have the rest of the quirk, because I was thinking about Ida's quirk when I died. And I just kind of stole him back again, because I distracted Ida with a silly dance after I kind of did that. And I kind of just ate the sand again. So everybody is just like, what the fuck? And we go to the hero teachers versus students, and they see my fighting talent has gotten a lot better, and my abilities have gotten a lot better. So the story goes on like canon, but at the end of the story, I'm the main protagonist, sadly. And next thing that happens is Laz actually accepts that she's Mina's sister, and so on. So I'm going to end it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little funny bits. This was a lot of fun to make. Hopefully I can make the 1,000 and make 10 parts, 10 one-shots for each character. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this a lot. I enjoyed making it. I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. Talk to you guys later.